Happy Monday. What's up, Zambi? Let's go. How you doing, sir? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to that crazy Monday after a crazy weekend, after I just did a bunch of things and didn't work at all in the garage through the entire weekend. I worked in front of it doing other things, but didn't work at all in here. I was supposed to finish some cleanup. Guess what didn't happen? The said cleanup. So there we go. We are ready to push even more this week. I'm late today, but I'm saying late because I've already done a bunch of stuff this morning. Basically, I had to wake up super early, go for some stuff, and while I was in the town, I grabbed all my parts for the differential, and differential is now to the shop. So in about a week, we should have through next week, we should receive our brand new drive shaft to install in place, and this is freaking exciting because that means with that in place, we can assemble our entire drivetrain, which means from engine through transmission, through the drive shaft, through differential to the wheel, everything will be connected again for the first time in a year. So from there, when we're gonna get that done, it's pretty much assembling stuff around the car, around the mechanic. It's still mechanic stuff, but it's really the accessories all around the engine. So next week, drive shaft, custom length in here, ready to go, ready to be put in the car. And yeah, so basically everything's turning out super well. And on that today, what I'm planning to do, because obviously like I'm teaching tonight, it's already 1, so we won't have a super long stream, but we're gonna try to make something that's gonna show up pretty well. We're gonna work on the top of the engine here, removing for the first time the lifting plate from it and replacing that with the actual knock sensor setup, and getting ready to install the intake, because that also we had some news. Basically the injectors were lost in the post, like in the shipping from the US to here. Last time I had news from it, it was April 4th, and I was like, oh, maybe it's like not updating, but on its way. But usually 2 weeks from the US and it's here, and now it was like 3 weeks, so I was like, yeah, nah, something's wrong. Contacted the company, they took a look at this with the shipping company, and boom, the package reappeared. So it's in Quebec now, which means in a day or two we should have it right here, injector in our hand, ready to get installed. So fuel system can definitely be done this week. That's not even like a question. On top of that, I'm looking forward to maybe do the brake system to link all the lines through the car to make sure that we're ready to just put oil in it, bleed everything, and boom, we're ready with the brakes. So that will mean 2 big things done, and sway bar. If we can get those three tasks done, check from the list. After that, it's basically exhaust system and putting the engine management in place. Cooling system, like I've already said 1,000 times, it's really like a straightforward process. So legit, we're really doing good right now. So I'm really looking forward. But if this week we can get all this done and in place, next week we're like starting the final big job. And I forgot this morning, I could have taken the gas bottle from the TIG welder and fill it up, but I forgot. What's up, Hawk? How you doing, beautiful? Hope you're doing amazing. Hey, look, I'm here. I decided to go live in the end. Not gonna lie, the last hour and a half I was just there like, I'm dying inside, help. I was really unsure of going live or not. There's a lot of dust in those glasses. If you never saw me without glasses, well, there you go. It's probably freaking weird. Well, there you go. So, yep, honestly, it's gonna be really mental. And I have a big ass week on top of that, but like, hey, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it look fantastic. So let's start right now. Gonna grab a little power tool. Yeah, joke on me for thinking I will be able to do a bit of cleanup this weekend. I did technically, just not at my place, because Flo's mother is looking for maybe putting the house, not maybe, she's gonna put the house for sale. So she asked a bit of help to clean that big, intense house. And yep, we went there and did some cleanup. Gonna do that, dual side. Is the butt working? Should be. Dual side. Let's see if the connection's good. Either that or my English bad. Platform, stream apps. The stream apps is not connected now. Wait, what? I didn't import anything in here, I think. Did I? Definitely not the good thing though, so probably did. Maybe on Friday and I didn't use it at all. Should be good by now. Dual side, you grumpy butt. I'm looking at you with my mean eyes. Are you connecting, sir? Hello? Let's go. Connected. Dual side. There we go. Easy. I'm gonna grab something to drop the bolts in it. Don't know what you are, so let's take you right here. So basically, for the first time, we're gonna reopen the top of the engine. Maybe I will throw a bit of compressed air in there, just, you know, making sure that we're not having a bunch of dirt falling in our engine. That would suck after all the careful moment we took assembling that thing. Oh, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like today, this like specific Monday is quite quiet on Twitch. Like the people I'm usually following and all, like I put almost no one in lurk. Whew, have you seen the amount of dirt that went up? Need to make sure I'm not throwing that in there. That's good, that was worth. Feel like there's not a lot of streamer online today. Well, obviously there is, but from the one I'm usually following, like it's just a few of them. Oh, with Grizzle. What's up, bud? Hey! How you doing? Take them right away. Ta, 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 ta. It's been a long time since we opened up that part there. I'm doing good. Really tired from my weekend, but overall really, really good. Like, I'm super happy with how everything's setting in place, but like, I'm really tired. Weekend was like not what they are supposed to be for, like, you know, resting. Everything but like pretty much anything but stuff for me. Nah, not buying another car. I've been like doing a bunch of work on the car of a friend. I've done a bunch of stuff cleaning up the house of my girlfriend's mother. I've done a bunch of things. I went in, oh yeah, one thing I done for me, Saturday morning, in and out in Bose to get my BMW back home. So the BMW's here, such a cool car. Man, I love that car. It's such a blast to be able to drive it again. So yep, that's pretty much the only thing I've done for me, but still like, basically didn't really have time to just relax. So I'm starting this Monday like being more tired than I was on Friday pretty much. Friday was cool. Like just here chilling, cleaning up the garage as much as possible in the little amount of time I had, and getting all like some good vibes and chat was so fun. All right, let me grab some parts in the mess here, because we're gonna be looking for a few different stuff. That's where I wanted to do some cleanup and didn't have the chance, and now I'm gonna pay the price for that because I need to go in there. Okay, so you are the gasket I need. You are the parts I need. So basically here, guys, what we're gonna be doing is adding that on top of our engine there with that gasket in place. just like so. Yep, that seems pretty accurate. And before throwing all that in place, we need to install, is it from there or from the inside that they are installed? It's maybe from the inside, yeah, I think it is. So there we go. So basically, yep, it's bolting there. So basically, in those two holes, it's gonna be sensors. Each one are basically listening to a 4-cylinder there. So what do I mean by that is that those sensors, basically, they are what they call the knock sensor, and the knock sensor is a stethoscope from the doctor listening to your heart, but for the engine. It's really that. It's listening to the explosion happening inside the cylinder when the gas burn. And basically, if something's wrong, usually it's gonna do something that we call pinging. And when it does that thing, it's bad for the engine. So those sensors, super important, and that's why we're throwing some brand new one in there instead of reusing the first one, because usually the plastic gets dry and stuff like that, just because they are made of metal and plastic, and the plastic part is not really a thing that heat does well with it. So, you know, so it gets dry and it just cracked when we removed it. So this is basically a knock sensor, just that. And we have all the new things that's gonna be bolting up there. Pretty much really easy, just dropping that there, bolting that up, and that's it. So let's start doing that and that. I'm gonna also try, not ideal to hit them. I'm gonna try to find a socket that is fitting on top there. As you can see, it's a weird little socket size there. We might get a really cool looking engine top today, by the way. Might be really, really cool to look at by the end of the stream. So 22 mil seems to fit quite well. I need more place to drop my tools. I've been watching a few more episodes of Fallout, just one. And so far, still really good. I really appreciate that show so far. It's fun. That. All right, you want to see a little trick? Yep. So far I have 4 episodes left in that season to watch, so should be done in not too long. So here's a little trick. I'm looking for the bolts that looks the best and putting them at the front. So when people are going to look at the engine, it's gonna look great. And the one that has a bit of rust like this, I'm putting them towards the center where they won't show up too much. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram for more little dirty tricks. It's all about how it looks, right? As long as it looks good, we're okay. There we go. Perfect, and we're gonna find the torque spec for those, probably 15 or something like that, but yeah, we're gonna find that later on. So these, I don't know if I can show it better. I can show it before throwing them in there. This is how it's looking like in there. So you're just threading that in the center there, and it's gonna be doing its thing. So this is straight in the cast iron of the engine that you're threading that, and that cover has some rubber grommet trying to avoid the oil from getting spilled from there. I say trying because it's a GM, it's gonna be spilling oil no matter what. Oh, that's the rest of it. Thingy there. There we go. There we go. And now, I'll take that and just screw them in place. There. I need to look at the torque for them too. There we go. So that and that. So let's see, valley field cover and there we go, just answered someone at the same time. So I was saying, yeah, valley field cover torque 15, I would say. No, 42 inch per pound. We're gonna use the small one, and I wanted a LS NUC sensor torque. $15 on the top one. Perfect, let's do that. So the other one is not going high enough, well, low enough technically, but that one here, even that one's not. That's gonna be a weird one. I need my really small Tecton torque wrench. So I'm gonna be torquing everything with that small thing here. So let's go. So 15 feet per pound. How much is that? An inch. 15 feet to inch. 180. We already did a bunch of those. It's almost the max of these. There's this little unit here. That -5. Perfect. Now I think I'm gonna need both downsize right here. No, that won't do. That's interesting. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to use that one because I don't have small socket going high enough there. I'm gonna be able to do the other one at 42 for the cover. With the 10 mil right here. Well, let's do those, and then we're gonna use something else for the other one. All right, let's go. It's so nothing, it's crazy. Just trying to do the same kind of pattern. Not gonna lie, that's the kind of things I will be tempted to go way further than that. I'm gonna make sure, I'm not sure it's those ones are supposed to be that low. Gonna take a look. Because 15 seems more accurate for those. Valley field cover LS torque. Yeah, that seems more accurate. Okay, yep. 18. That makes more sense because everything at the front was 18. So we're gonna grab the other one here and do that. So right here, I had it on that one there. We're gonna do 18. That seems more like it. Because that was still way too low. And we're gonna go from center this time. 1, 2. Oh, God, love that. Just using the same kind of technique that we saw on the other ones. And I'm gonna look because I think it's one of the job I started. I started the brake job that didn't win so well. There we go. So that, and now 15 with the 22 mil. And for that 22, how am I going to do that? Well, let's see, because I need something quite big right now for those. Because I don't think I have. Oh, you are doing the job, 7/8. Let's go. Really easy to torque those because they are really like, there's no play with them. There we go. Hey, that's a little cover there. Hopefully we won't have to remove all that before we start the freaking car. Because basically the only reason we will have to remove that is if we need to remove the engine again, which means there's something not going great at all. What's going on? Okay, so here we go. Now we need to use these. So that looks a bit special, but basically what that is only like a little plug that's connecting right on top of our things here, in which we can basically push the wire in and out depending on how much we need from it. What's cool with that is that basically we replace the rubber grommet at the bottom there, and this is also adding a layer of protection to prevent oil from spilling from there. So hopefully it's gonna work great. We're gonna try that for sure. And now I see I have a green and blue. Normally it should go this way, the longer should go towards the front. Gonna see if there is anything specified in there though, cause not on that. Because I would like to know if I need to worry about anything with those. I don't think I should be worried at all, but I think there's a bank 1, bank 2 thingy. So let's see. LS NOx sensor. tire color. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that because it has to point towards the back to get connected technically. Let me check. We're gonna try to find a picture of an engine on which it's installed, and therefore we might be good. Oh, you can relocate them. Oh well, the more you know. Oh, see, I may be wrong here. Wait. Blue at the front, green at the back. Oh yeah, no, we're good. Blue at the front, green at the back. That makes sense. Because basically you want that connector to go at the back, so it just makes a big sense. There we go. Shouldn't be harder than that to push in. Because basically it's just a round pin going in. So you're just doing that, hearing a click. There we go. And now we just need to push that in. So that might be the hardest part. Pump, 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 pump. My shoulder just cracked. It was funny. You do that and then that. Yeah. Compressing the center seems to work. There we go. So that here is gonna be our plug going in there. Ooh, gonna protect that there. Here we go. Top of the engine installed. So from now, what is the plan? We're gonna try to take a look at the actual intake. But first, let's install this here. Because with that, we might even be able to link our throttle pedal. This week, we might be getting pretty much like everything in place pedal-wise, because the clutch is now linked. If we get the brake system in place, technically the brakes are going to be linked. And if we have time to do our throttle cable, that means all three pedals are linked to what they need to do. And so it's gonna be really moving forward from there to the exhaust system, which sounds about amazing. Sounds just about awesome. There we go, that and that. What's up, MP? Let's go. How you doing, sir? Hello. What's up, Orange? Didn't say if you answered my message on Discord and TV. Well, that was not cool. The bitch didn't work. I haven't heard it. Maybe because of the noise. That was funny. You didn't saw the message I sent you in DM on Discord? You were with TFG on the channel. It didn't send? Oh, no, you're supposed to have that. It did, I haven't heard it. Sucks to be you, scam. Scam. And now I just lost 2 bolts, there they are. Oh, you see it now. Hope everything went straight forward and that everything was great, my friend. Better than that. You! How you doing, Orange? Hope you had an amazing weekend. Oh my god, guys, I missed you on Friday. Like, I had an awesome Friday night, not gonna lie. Like, I was not like all by myself alone and sad, but at the same time I was like, that's different from streaming, right? That feels weird. Or am I able to go ahead and connect that now? Nope. Fuck! I'm throwing everything on the ground. It wasn't much about OBS. Help with a little bit of OBS support. Oh, fair. Fair. Ah, everything's on the ground. Gonna have to go dirty. I've been pretty busy last couple of days getting the garden position and whatnot. Nice, that sounds great. Yeah, same this weekend. I've been freaking doing 1,000 things, and like nothing was really for me. So it felt like, I don't know how to say that. Like, it was a good weekend, but overproductive, not relaxing at all. Top Mud meeting. Oh yeah, that's why it was only you in there, fair. But yeah, like, it was not like, it was just something that didn't let me relax at all. So because of that, I feel like my Monday, I'm even more tired than I was on Friday. And for just stuff that is not really a me problem, but like, since it's family and all, you're giving like help and all that, so you don't really have the choice to be there. So yeah, just feel like I've done too much this weekend, and it sucks a little bit. Watch out, NPV Hawks in here. So watch out what you're seeing when you're seeing your the top mud. Ah, come on, sir. I need something to push that in there. What I will use. That didn't seem to work well, but we can try again. Starting it by hand. Oh, I think it worked. Yeah, boy. So we should be able to make it straighter than it was. Easy keys. Compliment just like that. No, tell him he's a fucker. Come on. Here we go. Almost died. All right, let's get everything in there. So today, if we're lucky, we're gonna start doing, and I think we might be because it's going well so far, but I think we're gonna be starting the fuel lines right here at the top. So that way when our injector is gonna turn in, we're gonna be ready to basically bolt everything together. So there we go. There we go. And with our little bracket modification, you want to see something great. that thing is now leveled. The camera is not, but the thing here is. So how can I twist that like that? The camera is so sideways, but yeah, trust me, it is leveled now. So the fuel pressure regulator all mounted and done there. Now we're gonna be able to start working on well, basically from now, it's putting for the first time the intake in place. We're gonna leave basically the tapes because we don't need to remove them so far. And the intake's gonna have to get out of there for sure, I think. So might as well just put it temporarily for now. And then after that, we're gonna be working on making everything good. Gonna put that here, gonna blow some air on top of it. Just trying to undust it a little bit. That's a knock sound that I know. What's up, Lumpy?
And his name is Lumpy.
Ba, ba, da, ba. Let's go, Lumpy in the place. Heck yeah, baby. And to answer your question, not yet, should be anytime soon. I'm hoping, let me check. I'm really hoping they're gonna text message me today. Because basically they use a text message to tell us when it's ready and all. I'm really hoping they're gonna message me today because I'm going right next to that garage for my classes. So I will be able to pick them up tonight. But if it's tomorrow, I'm gonna probably wait until Wednesday night to pick them up. So it's not yet that. I almost freaking trip on that hose there. What up? Hope you had a wonderful weekend, Lump. I'm doing great, making some progression on the car as always. This time, this is going to sit perfectly in place because since we remove the top part, it's really going as low as it can. Look at this thing. Well, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I can always like decide to go tomorrow night if it's ready tomorrow during the day and grab them, but it seems like a bit of a useless trip at 20 something minutes away from my home, so you know. Might just wait because we have plenty of work to do in the meantime. This morning had to go in town for a bunch of things, so I took the opportunity to go and drop all my stuff for the drive shaft. So that's in the shop now, and we should receive some news later on about that, and probably get like the part for next week. So like I was saying earlier in the stream, basically that means that by next week we might have a fully attached together drivetrain. And so it's all going to be about finishing what's going around it, but that itself, it will be like mechanical wise, the engine will be linked to the rear wheel. Every part of the puzzle are going to be in place for that, at least. So that's really, really cool. So for now, I'm gonna temporarily mount that just so we can do our lines. No gasket, no nothing, because we're gonna have the flex to deal with gasket stuff no matter what. Also, the injectors were lost in the shipping, So that wasn't great, but I messaged on Friday the company on Friday or Thursday, on Thursday I think, and yeah, they did everything to they basically talked to the shipping company and all, so I didn't have to do anything, and the package is now back on the map, so we should receive that this week because now it's already in Montreal, I think they are right now. So today they should transit to Quebec City and then get delivered to me in a day or two. So I'm expecting them by Wednesday or Thursday, which is fantastic. Because basically that's what I'm doing right now, working with the part where the injectors are going. Right freaking there, let me show you. So here, basically, that part right here, this is the fuel rail. So this is gonna be filled with 60 PSI fuel pressure in there. So, and the injector are going to connect between that rail and the bottom here for each bank. So each cylinder, air goes through here, gets dispatched through the 8 tube right here, and fuel's gonna be applied to that. So injectors, I almost threw the camera on the ground, but injector is gonna be just there. So that's why having all the fuel lines and all done like that might be the best way to just get it like close to being ready to just finish the fuel system. So yeah, baby. Now all we need to find is which wrench is going there, and it is that. There we go. So we're just going to connect that here to make sure we are all Gucci. And after that, we're gonna start looking at taking these and throwing them, like connecting them to the fuel pressure regulator, which is starting to get hidden down there. That's gonna be a tough one, but I believe it's a really beautiful part. That, not gonna lie, it's really, really amazing. I hope the intake's gonna fit well in there, that we won't have some sealing issue, because it needs to seal really well so the air is not getting out of it. And usually it's more of a vacuum in there, but now with turbo it's gonna be a boost pressure, so that's a thing. However, it's rated for 30 psi. That intake, 30 psi of boost, and we're gonna be running 15, so we shouldn't exceed anything with that. I can finish trading that one. I didn't order the plier for fitting. Imagine L spam and it's not even freaking in PD. Is it what this chat is becoming? I'm bored. I'm bored. I love it. Why are you bored, Mr. Skunk? Anything in particular for that? There we go. So, intake pretty much in there. That I'm gonna order the aluminum plier to prevent destroying those right now, so that we're gonna be good to thread them in for the final assembly. What's going on? People going live, let's go. AN wrench. You, sir? Yeah, pretty much. Can be here tomorrow. We take that. I'm almost sure I got one. I'm almost sure. but I haven't seen that in ages. So is it just me, or do I really have one? But I do feel like I had ordered one at some point and it disappeared. By disappearing, I mean in that perfectly ordered garage, you know? I feel like I have a lot to do, but don't want to do anything. Oh my God, I feel that so much, man. Don't worry, you're not alone. I'm not gonna lie, I almost took off streaming today because I was too lazy at some point. I was just like, oh, am I really going live or not? But I was like, man, even if it's only 2-3 hours, if I'm getting stuff done like we're doing right now, it's gonna be something I won't have to do tomorrow. And that was the only thing that could motivate me today, because really I was just like, man, I'm feeling so exhausted right now. All right, that's getting in place. That's looking great. So what up now? We're gonna probably switch a few AN fittings from place to place. Let me show you that. Dual side. So basically what we need to do now, what I'm looking for is we have the fuel pressure regulator hidden behind, like hidden right here. And basically we need to connect those parts here to each side of the fuel pressure regulator. Then the back and here is gonna go down to a Y connection, which is going to be basically the fuel feed, and this is going to be the output of the fuel rail going to the pressure regulator. On that one, so what we need to make sure is to replace that one by a 90 degrees, because otherwise the fuel line will be doing a weird loop on top here. With a 90 degrees, it's gonna be more straightforward. Are you going to keep the spark plug cable red? Are you gonna get some purple one? There's no purple one, so I don't have the choice but red. So that's the thing. Hey man, I'm gonna try to give myself a bit of loose because I'm gonna freaking kill myself there. Yeah, red was the only, that or black was the only option. And for the price, the red one, for some reason, was cheaper. So I think they're gonna stay red. And like that cover here, I want to get it powder coated gold eventually, so gold and red's gonna match quite good. Even if there's no such thing as red on that car, it's gonna be that and basically the positive terminal here, that's it. But hey, we're gonna do what you gotta do. Gotta do what you gotta do, baby. So there we go. Oh my God, that's gonna be perfect. And we have one spare 90 degrees. So basically now I have that looking straight in there. So it's gonna be a really, really straightforward hose right there. And so that means here technically, ow, I think I could manage to get that wrap around that, so I don't think I have to go too crazy on that one. That one will be able to be the way it is right now, I'm pretty sure. So hey, that's gonna be the fun ones to do today. So we're gonna bring probably the bench back, or are we using that again? Maybe just the bench here, because that is a bit less secured. I'm gonna do that for now. Give us a bit of space. We're gonna use the fun one, the fun AN lines, not the 3 AN freaking impossible to do ones. I don't like the 3 AN. It wasn't fun to work with. That's the least I can say. There we go. So that, and I still use the wooden table because it was useful to be able to just cut through that without worrying too much. Probably somewhere there. I don't even see where I was cutting. On the other side probably. Yep, right there. Gonna reuse the same spot. Hey, hey. All right, so that that. Dual front. Dual front. So, dash 3 and lines. What we're going to do from here is remove these connections. We're gonna start with the straightforward one right here. Will be so cool to have purple lines. I do agree with that. We won't be able to tighten them up that good without the wrench. Let me see something. Maybe I want 2 types of wrench also. I really thought I had some. I'm really thinking hard right now where that could be because I'm pretty sure I had a kit. I might call 2 of them actually, because basically you can you need 2 to pry that properly, you know. So I might just order 2. So let me order another one because it's not processed yet. $60 of French. Let's go. There you go. I'm gonna check if the first one really did go through. Yep. Should be here by tomorrow, so not too bad. We can start all our fittings without worrying too much about connecting them. So from there, I'm gonna probably do little this, just so you can see the table a bit more here. So we have both sides, both end lines there, both of them PTFE, because that's what we need to use. And basically what we can do from now on is just measure that and make sure it is doing just fine. Dual side. So from here, what I'm gonna do is connect that there. So again, that's what's going to provide our fuel in the system. So we really want to make sure we are all good with that. I'm gonna try to make sure it is maybe looking a little bit further down, just so I don't have to worry about the length of it. Just like so, and we're gonna put a little tape there and mark it. Let me grab the tape. Oop, let me grab a marker. It's a really fun test, not gonna lie. I really appreciate doing AN lines like so. It's so chill. Like that, like this, and it will be cut about there. So there we go. I'm gonna try not to pry too much against that. There we go. And take care to make sure we don't have anything stuck in there. Dual front. Dual front. There we go. So I'm gonna remove the connection there. So here we go. So we have one 180 degrees and one 90 degrees to connect. I'm gonna put them over here. What we're gonna do now is cut that with the buffer. We won't use the pliers. I feel like even if it's dirtier with the buffer, it still makes a cleaner and easier job for us to go through, so to seal and also let's go with that. loud noise. Love to have something to clean a little bit the edges in there. I'm gonna try one thing because I have one edge there. Oh, but it's gonna get pressed against the side with the actual fitting. So from there, really easy. You focus voice. That's what happened, when I'm done leaving you your ASMR wrench. So basically I was saying really simple. Now I just pushed that sleeve and it's not exactly where I want it to be. Let me do it again. There we go. Because it needs to sit flush to the side of that metal thingy. And from there, basically, all I have to do is push that in there. And what is creating the sealing action with that? So metal sleeve on top of plastic tube, then black fitting going through the inside of the plastic tube, and that here is going to crush everything together. So I can just start it like that, and when we are going to receive our pliers, we can finish it. So just like that. And I can do the same thing on the other side now. So again, taking that, going through, removing the tape. Whoop. And then the little metal sleeves, the add-on on top here. Going through. If I can make it happen. Hello, sir. Imagine it's there, I realize it's not for the good thing. I will be so pissed. What's up, Rack? How you doing, sir? Oh, Rack, I have a question for you. Namalsk, it's the server you're working on, right? Or is it a map? Because I've seen a bunch of streamers playing DayZ and saying working on it's a map. Okay, so is it a map you did? No, it's a map from the game. You can tell how much I've been playing it, even if I have it, right? Well, right, these fittings are not working as great as the other one. Nice. Is that the one that are also available on console? Because I know they only have 2 maps, right? On console, I think. That's what I understood from all that. Almost there. we go. I need to start playing that game. PV server, nice. Oh, okay, so it is a map done by the community. That's cool. And you use that as the base for your server, and that's sick. Damn. What's up, Frankie? Good afternoon, sir. Well, you're working on fuel line? Yeah, we just installed the center of the engine, so valley field, NOx sensors, and intake. So we're starting to link the fuel pressure regulator to our fuel rail, so that everything's gonna be great and working amazing in that car. So yeah, welcome, welcome. And this morning I got everything to the shop for the drive shaft, so if we're lucky we're gonna get that by next week. I say that, but they told me it should be ready next week. Something's going wrong in here. Just damaged the side there. Might cut a touch of it, just the first section. Hood mounted. Nope, 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 nope. Passenger seat mounted. My God. I'm telling you, right? Don't start the guy. Don't start the guy on where to mount the turbo. He's gonna find you the worst possible places for that. Gonna have to clean the inside of the line. Well, at least it should help. But yes, after that, well, we're doing fuel, then brake lines. This week is really a week of closing a bunch of things, like I said, fuel line, brake lines. You know nothing about my ability to give you the absolute best worst turbo placement. Fair? Don't team up with Frankie then. Could be horrible. Imagine someone on the internet listening to you and trying something. I just saw a really funny post this weekend, honestly. I saw a guy asking on the turbo 280ZX page, because there was a turbo version of these cars, and he asked, anyone knows why my head gasket just went off? I just cranked all I did was cranking the PSI to 16, and usually those cars are running like 6. So people were like, was everything stuck or what? And he was like, well, yeah, and nothing refreshed. Hood mounted B-turbo, oh my God. Cold air intake, let's go. Easy cold air. There you go. I think we're pretty good there. Looks pretty good to me. Should just about squeeze now. Yep, and we're gonna need the pliers from tomorrow to finish mounting that. All right, let's throw that in the car. Dual side. Oh, there we go. So first line, let's try that. So basically we use a 90 degrees compared to what we had planned in here, just so it lines up so good with the gap in the intake here. And that should just come right there. There we go. So basically that and that should allow us to run a quite safe and efficient setup there. Boom, first line. By the way, HKS made some AN lines. What do you mean? Oh, they made some? Like AN fittings and stuff, or like the lines itself, or like what's the big deal with that? Oh my god, oh yeah, with the kind of digital camo. Oh my god, they probably look so good. They probably look so good, right? Freaking HKS, don't make me spend more money on that car, please. Yep, something like that should be pretty good. I want them to point a little bit towards the inside there, just so it's gonna try to avoid contact there. Maybe we're gonna have to push that at the bottom there. That's pretty sick. That's actually pretty sick there. Yep, I will be happy with that one. I want to try to cover as much as possible wiring and fuel lines and so on. So that's why that intake is gonna help us go through the underneath here to cover a bunch of things. But even that, like for fuel lines, that will be perfect. So if I can just go like that, finish connecting that, that's like amazing. It's looking great. There we go. So now other side. Grady, not HKS. Okay, because is it Grady or HKS? Because HKS is the black, gray, white, and aqua blue, I think, pattern, if I'm not wrong, which is kind of a camo pattern. And Grady, I don't know what pattern they have, but the HKS one would have been dope. If you have a link under the hand there, Reg, just put it in chat. I'm curious. I'm gonna put that back in its box just to be safe. That. So now we're gonna be able to remove that line here. Try to do pretty much the same thing that we did on the other side. So let's remove that thing. There we go. From there, that. That. Check your Discord DMs. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, guys, I need to show you that one. Holy shit. Oh, no. I don't want to know. Let me finish my first iteration of the car before sending me stuff like that. Damn it. It's so cool. It's so freaking cool. No way. Whew. With all the fittings, elbows, and everything, damn. I don't want to spend money on that. No, my wallet disagree. Okay, that. Oh, you sent me another one right there when I was closing, I think. Oh my God. Stop, that's too much thing to show people. It's okay. I get the idea. It's okay, it's all good. It's looking clean. It's honestly looking super clean. All right, let me do that, and that. All right, look at this, guys. This is what Rack is talking about. Oh, black AN lines with a little touch of color. Yes, please. Mixed with the AN fittings with a little gold part. Oh, yeah, bitch, I'm in. And it looks amazing when put on a car. Look at this, look at that. All right, so guys, just so you know, the PayPal direct donation is right under in the description. If you want me to put those, please tip a huge amount. Thank you. It's looking so great. It's really looking amazing. Oh man. Like I would say the cheapest things, not true. I got the cheapest brand that is known to be working, basically from what I've read on the internet, because I was afraid of getting something too cheap and get some fuel leakage and stuff. And fuel leak is not really what you want on a car where there's a lot of parts getting super hot. So, you know, I have a friend, a guy I know that burned down his drift car in his first season because one cheap fitting right behind the engine, and he had an LS engine. The fitting burst and spread fuel everywhere on his exhaust. So the car, it was a Subaru BRZ, just went to ashes. Well, not the entire thing, but like a big part of it. So that's kind of sucks. That's kind of not cool, you know? Might have to cut a little bit of that there. Where's my tape? I had tape over there. So that's why I'm trying to be a little bit safer there. Need to make sure we're not using too much lines, like cutting too much of it, because we're gonna need a bunch later on. There we go. Just gonna recut the edge because it started to split. Smoke. Oh no, how much are they? I'm so afraid of the price. Smells like wood. It's not bad. Oh, I mean, that's per feet. No, 3 feet. Oh, it's not that bad. 9 feet at $85. Really not that bad. $16 a fitting. Yeah. It's not bad, honestly. Like, I've paid less for that, obviously. Look at this. Like, I've paid less for that, but like for the brand, it's really, really not bad. I don't like how it cut the end there. That's better. Why is that? You will get biogrowth in fuel. For real? The fuel won't kill that? I'm sure you're bullshitting me there. I'm sure your fuel will kill that. Because of this saliva like in the air? The more you know. Well, I'm gonna use the air blower, the compressed air instead then. For real, I didn't know that. It feels so unreal, like in fuel. Maybe I'm just being dumb and getting played, but since two people are saying the same thing, I'm gonna believe that you guys are saying the truth. Oh well, sucks for my fuel system. Fuck. That means in the next year I'm gonna have to replace everything with gritty lines. Damn it. Shit. Very disappointed. Ooh. Sucks to be me, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a huge chance of that happening right now, but I do believe it can happen from time to time. Like now, if I was to be like, to put that in there, like maybe that will be a... Can you send that to me in DM just for fun, Rack? So I can further read that and reference to that later on. Thank you, sir. All right, let's try. That was disappointing. The end was not the sound of my childhood. Fuel bugs. Wait, what? That sounds kind of futuristic when you say that this way. It's nice. Like, I don't think I want that in the Datsun fuel system, but in itself, the sound of it looks like the name of it and all. I can get behind that. There you go. So with that, gonna do that, gonna cut that one, and then we're gonna grab the fittings and install all of that. Let's go. Good afternoon to everybody joining. By the way, there's a few of you. Hope you're doing great. Thank you for being here. I love going through it and hitting the wood. It smells good. Keep a bottle of M1 around and pour it into my fuel lines if I'm running M1 lines. What is M1? I don't even know what is M1 line. There we go. Methanol, okay, yeah. Water mat. I don't even know if those ones will be rated for that. They are ethanol proof, so I guess so. Let's start with that one. Gonna go grab, nailed it. I'm gonna go grab the actual fittings that we need to connect to that one. Then it's gonna be about doing the feed and return at some point. I'm really wondering if I'm gonna have enough lines. I'm not sure, but that's something we're gonna find out later. It's a spray a bit of brake clean. Yeah, true that. Brake cleaner will do the job pretty well. I do have some. Could try that. Well, let's grab a towel also, because it's mostly in the ends that it is a problem. Just close to where I'm cutting. Yeah, but it's gonna be running in 3 weeks, right? I believe. I mean, really not impossible in 3 weeks. Is that a challenge, Rack? How many sub? Still have a lot to do with the turbo setup. Could probably turn it on with no turbo applied to it.
Rack the Boost. Cheer X10. 3 weeks, let's go.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. The French butt. Mwah. Like, basically I'm starting a job on May 21st, so basically I want to try to turn the key for the first time. Not that the car is gonna be fully finished, but like turn the engine on for the first time on May 20. That's like the goal. The like optimist goal. I won't say realistic because I don't think it is that realistic, but it's not unrealistic either. Like, it's doable, but a lot of work in front of us. But a lot of parts are here right now, so except what I forgot to call. Remember to turn off injectors via somewhere. Yeah. And we're gonna prime. Oh, see, that's one thing I need to order. It's the fitting that's going on the side of those LS engine to prime the oil in the gallery. So you have already oil packed in the gallery and all those stuff. And then after that, we're also going to. Because I want to say it, we're going to make sure like we already chat about it, but like full the fuel, the oil filter and all those stuff. So, and like we're gonna turn on injectors first without cranking or anything, just turn them on with the software so we can see if we have some fuel leak. Then same turning them off, we're gonna crank the engine to build oil pressure, gonna make sure we have a bit of oil in the turbo at first so that we have lubrication, nothing's gonna be dry. Open headers, no way. I'm not in the freaking state of illegal road racing, man. I can't do that here. I will be put out even of the racetracks over here, you know? I need to not blow. But yeah, all the procedure, we're gonna follow that really carefully, making sure we're not burning anything. I'm confident that we did everything we could so far, but still we need to make sure everything's gonna be great. So yep, we won't just assume we did well, we're gonna double check everything to make sure we did well. You gotta run it for like 30. There's a rule, you got open headers, you gotta run it for like 36. Oh, you mean because like the head, wait, what? Because the headers right now are open, before throwing the turbo in, I should run it with no turbo? Is that what you mean? I'm not sure I get what you mean there. Or is that just to hear the sound? It's just to hear the sound, let's be honest. It's nothing to do with safety, it's just like you need to hear it. Yeah, we'll see that. We'll see. Maybe something more for next winter, that one. There we go. That's how God made them sound. I ran my BMW with open headers and made the titles fall off the next door shop walls. Oops. I mean, I've done that when I did the cat back exhaust on my M3 that I got back. It's here, it's home. I'm so happy to drive that car again. But yeah, when I got the cat back exhaust, we removed that and just run it for like a solid minute, just revving it a little bit to hear the straight pipe exhaust. Awful. I don't like the sound of the inline 6 BMW with straight pipes. It sounds bad. Sorry to any BMW lover in here. I am a big fan of those, but yep, not my jam. Awesome with a decent exhaust, straight pipe is awful. The E36 gen at least. Straight pipes are for V8. Yeah, I guess so. Because even 4-cylinder do not sound great with straight pipes. Worst is probably 350Z and those stuff. I can't. I just can't. The VK, VQ, they do not sound great. No matter what you're doing to them, they are just not at all sounding great. Yeah, pretty much. A cat crying, I love that. Yeah, that's it. You just need some proper mufflers and boom, they have an amazing sound. Otherwise, meh, not so much. There we go. Come on. Hard to sit them flush. There we go. Boom. I might revisit the other one. I feel like that one sit better, that purple fitting sit better than the other one there. So we might revisit the other one just to make sure. Dual side. Dual side. There we go. So we're gonna throw that back here. So who's excited for Grayzone Warfare? Who's gonna play it? I'm planning on buying it. I just don't know when I'm gonna have time to play it. For now, at least. There we go. Oh, look at this, how stealthy that is. Let's freaking go. We're just gonna have to finish seeding them when we receive our plier tomorrow. Poke hole in the muffler, come on. Okay, well, we used the poke holes in our 100cc motorcycle back home to make them sound like gunshot. Yeah, fair. I didn't think they would release this early. Honestly, I didn't think so, but since the game was working quite good, I think they just like rush a release date with all the stuff and all because of the Tarkov shit show. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure it's all that. It's all about the Tarkov shit show there. Yeah, we're gonna revisit that one just to make sure. Probably they plan like later this summer or something and they just went like, fuck it. Reviews are great, people love the content so far, so let's use that and just plan some good quick improves through the summer instead than waiting for it. Yeah, honestly, I'm almost sure it's that. Because this way they are sure they won't lose the hype. Yeah, that one is not sitting how I want it to sit there. compared to the other one. So yeah, they don't want to lose the hype they got, and at the same time they want to make sure they're gonna keep, like they're gonna use BSG bullshit to get everything done, to get anyone interested in there. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So with that, yep, that one now sits pretty well. I'm happy with it now. So yeah, basically with that, imagine you just have to like not fucked up on releasing content through the summer, but imagine if they just make some good patches every month, pretty much people's gonna stay in the game. People are going to stay, so you know, I'm pretty sure it is a pretty good idea from them. Like, I mean, personally, I'm not butthurt that much about what Tarkov did, but I mean, like, I say that, but at the same time, I do agree that it was like poorly, it was some bad like decision, some poor decision there. But at the same time, like video game industry always make that, like a lot of companies, EA does that kind of things. Was already pre-planned, just like in that part. For real? Okay, I didn't know was pre-planned to drop that at this time of the year. That's good. Yeah, and the thing is, Frankie, it was true. There was no such game before. But like, even if a lot of extract shooter failed in the last few years, there's gonna be one eventually. There's gonna be one eventually that's gonna replace you. And like, to be fair, it's that on every single field in your life, in whatever. Something's gonna make something better eventually. Like racing, sports, no matter what. The sound for the serious moment there. Like basically any sports, any records. There's still some records that are unbeaten since like the 70s, the 80s, the whatever, name it. But like most of them are getting beaten every 5-10 years because a random player make his way to the top there, and that's a thing. Like, for example, me right now on the local championship, I've owned the champion title for like the last 3 years, I think, 3 or 4 years, and yeah, 3 I think. And basically, I made my way up there. I was the nobody, like a young man coming from nowhere, that someone said, hey, want to try that sport? And I just went there, did some autocross passes, hey, that's fun, and got involved in that, and like tried my best, and my best will bring me to the top of the local yeah. But I mean, like, I'm a nobody, and like the local championship, I got that in my pocket for the last few years, but I know eventually I'm gonna be like this Sunday. I have the racing school we're hosting to let people discover what autocross is, and maybe, who knows, that one random guy who's just like me 10 years ago will be there, and I'm gonna be like, hey bud, want to know what it is? Even Vinto agreed, saying yeah. I mean, I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're doing. You're nobody, just like I am a nobody, you know? Like, every one of us is probably a nobody. But like, the only difference between me and you is that I'm working on cars and you're grooming dogs. So, you know, we're doing stuff that we love, that we're passionate about, and that we are skilled for. So see, it's like, it's only that. But like, you could be the best local groomer in your area, and basically at some point someone will open, like in 10 years from now, someone could open a store, and he will be like better than you, and you will just be like, well, fuck. And at this point you have two choices: either improve or say, hey, it's your turn to shine, time to shine, baby. And like at this point, it's up to you, because if you feel like you've done everything you had to do in your skill or specialty or sport or whatever, like it's a good way to go, just saying, hey, your turn, man, and it's all good. But like for me right now, I'm not feeling like that. I'm feeling like I still have a lot of potential to try to figure out how to use. So that's what I'm working on, and that's why I'm doing that project in the first place. I already talked about it, but basically I see this car as a tool to learn how a car is done, is working, is making powers, how to adjust a car. So everything I put in there is so adjustable, it's gonna be a nightmare to get some proper settings and a good setup for the car. But that nightmare, I want to go through it. I don't want to pay someone to go through it. So that's all the idea behind that. I want to understand everything to, like, I would say fully, probably not, but yeah, and that's good. And honestly, it's cool that you're open-minded to hear someone talk about cars when you're a noob about the subject, you know? Because like a lot of people are like, I don't know shit and I don't care and will just go away. And that's fair too. I don't mind it. It's just like, if someone's open-minded and want to learn, well, I'm here to try to like say what things are for what they are doing and why. And it's just fun. And like, yeah, once this car is gonna be done and running, this car will become my new tool to learn how to become a more subtle driver. Because right now I have a car that allows me to be a bit like more sketchy on my inputs, because it's really forgivable what you're doing with it. But like that one is gonna be like something that will try to kill me, so I need to be careful with it. And therefore, if I want to be fast with it, I'm gonna have to be careful, or more like, not careful, more accurate in my driving. What you knew is making me feel like maybe I shouldn't get this involved in this shit and should find a cheaper hobby. Cheaper hobby, is there such a thing? I mean, it's not the cheapest, but it's definitely not the priciest. And let's be honest, if you're putting money on a car, like drinking, oh my god, yeah. But I mean, like, there's any hobby you will pick it will end up costing you a lot. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. If you decide to collect some stuff, like, okay, how do you call that already? The thing you put, like the little square you stick on the corner of a letter you're about to post. It's timbre in French, but I forgot the freaking word in English. Like that little thingy that you put on the corner to say, hey, ship it there. Like, but like, what I mean by that is that I know a guy who's a collector of those, and his collection is worth $500,000. Car you build, not any money back drinking. Skill, love cars, love anything mechanical. If it moves, I want to know how. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel too. And basically, that being said, one thing I love about cars hobby, because like basically, okay, front cam. Let's be honest. Me and my girlfriend are the most basic white bitches out there. And here's why. I am the classic teenage boy who loves cars, and she's the classic white girl who loves Starbucks and horses, okay? So she's the horse girl, I'm the car guy. You know, you cannot be more North America basic white bitches. So, but like, one thing we had a chat about is that, for example, when you have a horse or any animals, if you have to pay for vet, stuff like that, it's now or never, basically, right? Like, you cannot say, hey, my horse is broken, I'm gonna put it to the side for a year and wait until I have the money to fix it. Because that's not how a living animal is working. And that's the thing, like, when we're talking about hobby, this costs a lot. But that at any point I can say, hey, you know what, I'm broke now, I have other priorities, pause, putting that aside, just like I did the last 10 years before getting in there. My horse is broken, no! And okay, no, but basically, like, that's the fun thing with cars. When you're tired, when you don't have the money, the time, the whatever, if you have at least the place, that car is sideways right now. If you have at least the place to put it to the side and like leave it there, you're good. It can wait. Like worst case, the mouse nest, stuff like that. But other than that, it's gonna be straightforward, you know. Like at some point, you're gonna start paying for parts, tools, and start working on it again, and it's all good. So you know, we forgot one thing. So yeah, a good chance I didn't set that intake for its final stand there, because we need to make another modification on there underneath. So yeah, pretty much what I had to say right now. All right, let's start working on another thing, which is maybe return line. How do we feel about that? I don't know how long we have left in there, so we're gonna have to take a look. Are we trying that? Because honestly, it's done. It's a link to the freaking fuel pressure regulator right now. So right now, if we can bring fuel to the end here, we're all good to go. That's where we're gonna use probably our second 90 degrees, the one that is left here. It is for that fuel rail right here. Dual side. So basically what I'm thinking of is that we're gonna use that end there to send it towards there. So that way it won't be in our way. I do that like this. If I'm going there, it won't be fun. Yeah, that bleeder might change place. The bleeder for the clutch, maybe we're gonna try to bring it back over here so we have it accessible right next to the lines. All right. Yeah, not even mentioning the amount of money you can save working on your own car. Yeah, pretty much. Anything you buy, just double the price. That's gonna be a good clip. No worries, Orange. No worries. I'm gonna put it in the Discord just to make sure I can watch it later. It's probably so freaking good. I just did the whole suspension and brakes and minus, and easily will be a $2,500 job. Yeah, fair. At the shop, it will be quite expensive, not gonna lie. I want to go clip twitch. Clips. There we go. There we go. So yeah, basically there's that, and like right now I have the car of one of my friend in the front of the garage. I started a job, brake job on her car, and the reason I took it is not because I have the time right now, is really because the shop was asking way too much for what it was. Front disc, pads, and maybe caliper, and there was a caliper that was stuck. $1,700. It's Canadian, don't forget, but like still, usually will be a $1,200 job. And when she told me 1,700, I was like, oh fuck that, honestly, that's stupid, bring it here. So I just told her, grab your parts and bring them here. I'm gonna do it over like here and there through the week. So there I am with a car that's not mine in front of the garage, doing a job I technically do not really have time for, but at the same time I know I'm gonna be saving her a bunch of money. Alrighty, next step, yeah, we were about to lift the car up and go check for the return line. Maybe we could, technically we could start here and connect that. remove that plug. There we go, there we go. And from there, I'm gonna cut that tie wrap so we have a line that is fully loose. Oh, I'm so happy I decided to come here and stream today. Really, like I said, I almost decided to take off, but like, I'm really happy to be here. So thank you guys for you being here and tuning in, for me just chatting and saying I'm a basic white bitch. That's so funny. All right, let's try to connect that, see how that's going first. All right, I think it's gonna be a pain in the ass to connect. So maybe what I want to do is not that button. Nah, I would prefer to do this way. Ow. All right, can I get that in there, please, sir? The best way is gonna be to remove it then and put it in there after. Right, and then that right there. Yeah, that's working. There we go. Perfect. Time to lift the car now. Front cam. There we go. Wait, not connected anymore. Not really useful. Just before, I'm gonna throw that underneath so that we have access to our line. It's so not level. There we go. That's gonna be better. The heater started. There we go. Let's make a seat here. little seat. Let's check what happened to one of the eye. Nothing. While playing on the car, maybe it got dropped on the ground. Maybe. I need to order that soon. Not a big priority. I already spotted a few models I'm interested into. Probably gonna try to find one that is a black housing. I feel like it's gonna look great with the car. So we're gonna see that there. But yeah, you know, little stuff that happened. Yeah, I know, right? I've seen that. I've seen that today, Frankie. It's crazy. Landmark on Rainbow Six. Watched him a bunch yesterday just for fun, and then yeah, I've seen the guy with the illegal version of a single player. That's crazy. You know what's crazy also? Dual side. It's to see that transmission in there. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, I know, right? That sucks, but at the same time, not gonna lie, like if you deserve the drama, I'm enjoying listening to it. All right, do we have enough line? I'm pretty sure we won't. I want enough lines to be able to go back and forth from the rear of the car to here. And I think we're gonna be missing just a touch to connect everything together. The return line is the longest one we have to do so, but still. So in the end, I am definitely planning on running the fuel lines on this side. I was supposed to put them on the other side, but right where the drive shaft's gonna be, we're gonna be running also like a resonator or something. So we're gonna see where we can put the exhaust lines, but the exhaust should be going from left side to right side over here. So if we can make that looks good in here, we might be able to just run that somewhere around here and not worry too much about the rest, like about the heat or anything like that. But yeah, that will be quite cool there. I will need to, and maybe I can do that right now, take a piece of 3 inches and see how it's gonna be in here, because ideally I would like it to just have a little bend here and put right underneath the drive shaft, the first muffler here. Yeah, we won't have enough line, that's for sure. Gonna need another 10 feet roll or something like that. There's something interesting in there, so. That's gonna go through that. We need to make sure we are pushing that open. Pushing that through. Yep. What's grinding your gears? I've missed that part. Grind my gears on me. Okay, oh yeah, no. In that context, no, no, thank you. No, pass. Hard pass. Big hard pass on grinding gears on that gearbox, please. Please, 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 please. All right, I'm gonna try to grab a 3 inches pipe right here. Oh, that's you who fell. Huh, I'm gonna need to take you out there and put you back in the car. All right, so we receive a package with 3 inches pipe, milled steel, cheap stuff to make a first setup for the exhaust, because I'm not believing I'm good enough to nail it first shot. So I'm gonna be taking cheap material to make sure that if I fucked up, it won't be too hard to get that back on track. But let's see how that wants to turn and how that's could be working there. I want to rebuild my transmission. I watched the video, so many gears and moving parts. Yeah, honestly, a transmission is a bit spooky, to be fair. It's really a bit spooky. Have a chat with a transmission rebuild place also, because those kind of transmission, they are quite used to them, and maybe they are going to suggest some, it's oily, which makes sense to protect from rust, but it's disgusting. But yeah, I will have a chat with a rebuild place, because maybe they're gonna tell you, hey, do this, do that, it's gonna help you. Front cam. Front, oh, there you go. Look at this. This is our 3-inch exhaust pipe that we're gonna be using. So that should be pretty good, quite thick. This one is a little, has a little bump to allow you to put 2 together, but probably we're going to cut that. But yeah, let's try it just to see. Did you say you like my pipe? That's awkward. Okay, let's throw that in. Dual side. The position was great, I mean awkward. Yep, we should be able to throw that somewhere in here. Not straight in there, but we should be able to figure out something to throw it in between there. And we do not have more space here, sir, right? Nope. So we won't have the choice but to go right there. Oh my God, that's gonna be such a tight bend. But it is doable. We might, honestly, okay? It is not too big. It is perfect, okay? Don't even dare saying such things. There, we're gonna be good. Ish. 90 degrees there. Maybe even more if we want to go back a little bit through that. We're gonna need to put the starter motor when we're gonna be doing our exhaust. That's impossible. Yep, the downpipe's gonna be challenging. We're gonna have quite a bit of work around that thing here and around the other thing, around the downpipe here, around starter motor and all. Well, I mean, it's exhaust stuff. It's gonna be challenging no matter what. But I'm really looking forward because like cutting parts and all, it's gonna be like just taking measurement and all and taking our time on that. It's gonna be fun. I hope. All right, that thing's not going back in its little box, so you know. But yep. So we know where, and honestly, around those parts, I'm not afraid of smashing the shit out of it to bend it and make it work the way I want it to work. So be aware of that. There might be some dirty stuff going on eventually. Here I need to throw it differently. There's the handbrake cable that I need to go through. Like so. I will say I want it to go like here. Because we might be mounting that before trying to go too crazy. You're gonna shoot the amount of double meanings, you're gonna bang it in. Yeah, right, exactly, you got it. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. That's what I had in mind, obviously. Freaking hell. That. So we could use a holder here. So I'm gonna grab my line hanger slash cable management slash whatever that is. We're gonna start working with that just to give us a little idea on how we're gonna space it out. So basically, if we're looking right here, over there, let me try to give you a better angle. The lighting there. So basically we're gonna use that kind of things to space it out of the car and hang it in there. And the reason I'm using a double, well, we're gonna have a feed line going pretty much exactly to the same place as the return line. So that's why. Oh, and by the way, I don't know what you think about the size of return line versus the size of the feed line. On my side, I went pretty much like, my car is gonna use a certain amount of, yeah, that would be cool. I'm putting another one over here. Like my car is gonna use a certain amount of fuel, so if return line is the same size as feed line, well, technically it will never be overused because the fuel in there won't be able to like, if there's a dash 8 going to the engine, well, it's impossible that it's gonna fill the dash 8 return line, right? Because I know people are sometimes putting like because I want to say like some dash 6 return line because they're using dash 8 feed and stuff like that. I just went with the same size. Seems about the right thing to do, but I might be wrong on that one, who knows. So we're using second one there. That one I would love to just create a little spacer with it. We might be using the same technique we use on other parts of the car. So I could use just that and that here like this. Like so. That will do it pretty well. Or that and that. That could be pretty good too. I'm really afraid of doing something wrong with those lines. Because I feel like the logic way to do that is to actually mount them first properly, and then after that start working on, I don't know. Yeah, no, I need to mount everything if I want it to be logical in there. So we might be modifying some hangers like that. Like re-drilling the center and putting like a M6 bolt in them. So this way we're gonna be able to use threaded rivet through the car to actually add them in place. Yep, I think that's gonna be a thing. Yep. All right, well, let's try to do that. Then we'll need to reposition that thingy there. What time is it though? It's not that late. We're not doing bad at all. Yes, change the cam. That's exactly what I didn't ask for. All right, all that done. Okie dokie, let's go. What else? So if I'm using that one, I could re-drill one just right now, basically, and try that. I need to see how it's looking on top. Dual front. Because basically here, I need to take a look in there to see how that's gonna be looking. Now, am I better to lower the car or maybe grab a little something to push myself higher in the car? And I'm supposed to have one right there. So obvious that I almost didn't see it because it's been there for a while. Cool. Just want to see how it's hanging in there. It's doing pretty good in there though. It's legit not bad. It's hanging against the transmission a little bit, but like nothing too crazy, right next to the breather of the transmission, so it's not like it's gonna be a bad position there. That. And the Y will be connected there. Yep, it's doing it so far. All right, so before I forget, I'm gonna reorder even more fuel lines, like at 10 feet. 10 feet, it should be enough, right? I can't believe it will take, nah, yeah, it's sure it's enough, because we're going from the fuel filter to here. 8 and PTFE line. I just want the line itself. Oh my god, it's not cheap. There we go. 8 AN PTFE, but no fittings or anything, just that. 10 feet. Yep. Oh, it's gonna be here only during the weekend, so we won't be able to do anything else. Well, I mean, at this point, it's not that bad. It's one connected to a Y connected to back of both frame rails, so everything else is gonna be mounted and it's gonna be good. So yeah, I guess it's okay. Anyway, gotta do what you gotta do. It's gonna be exactly the same product. So there we go, ordered. Ching. Another one. So there we go. All right, let's start drilling maybe one of these, because basically from there we're gonna be able to mount one right in the car using again some M6 stuff, so it's gonna be just doing great. And we're gonna use probably the threaded rivet like the other way around, so it's gonna be spacing out from underneath the car, and so it's just going to push that a little bit further away, and inside the car on the floor pan it's gonna be flush mounted, so it's gonna be easier for putting the carpet and pushing that a little bit further from the floor pan, which means the fuel line won't be smashing against it. So I think it's a win-win situation there. So let me test. Let me throw that there. Let me grab an M6. I don't want a very long M6, but just like that here will be perfect. M6 by 1. Or even those will be perfect. Some black M6, lovely little product here. Are you going through that? Nope, so I'm gonna have to re-drill the entire thing. But are you going through the entire assembly? That's a good question. I don't think you do, honestly. Definitely do not. All right, so the black thingy here, not a good way to go. That one here maybe. Otherwise, I think I have some other ones, but I need to take a look. Get these ones. That's almost no threads. Now we're talking. Perfect, so I just found some stuff here. X-bolt, little thing like that, should fit pretty well with those. So we're just gonna take a drill bit and re-drill those things there to make sure we are all Gucci. That, and that. Such a smooth little lo-fi right now, love it. One side's bigger than that. Bingo, I would say. Yeah, let's try that one. So we're gonna go on the vice grip. I won't take that. What's up, chef? People feet. Hope you're doing amazing. How's your day going, sir? Let's get right here. Let's put the plastic thingy to make sure we're not damaging for no reason the anodized part. We love the people feet. It's looking funny. And we're throwing stuff on the ground. Can I put them against each other and drill both of them at the same time? That would be fantastic. Not gonna lie. There we go. Getting so close, yeah boy, yeah boy. We put the intake on today, linked the lines to the fuel pressure regulator. We're working on the return line right now. We're gonna be missing, oh, what's up Orange, welcome back. We're gonna be missing just a few things, like we don't have enough hose length for the feed line, so just order some, just a few little things like that, but like otherwise it's getting really close. Loud noise. Let's go. I haven't watched it yet, Orange, because like my Google Chrome for some reason is really buggy here and I have a lot of difficulties. So I'm gonna watch it after the stream. But I put it on the Discord to make sure I don't forget. So just re-drill those so I can put a bolt like that through it. So we're gonna go on the car and try to figure out where it's gonna be the best place to use our little tool right here. Just take it out, throw some threaded rivet, so that one here, and I have my bag of those things to mount that. I'm a big fan of those, I think you know by now. Just need to take care because like it's so easy to use that you're tempted to use that a little bit too much. It's always the case with me, like I'm just like, oh, easy solution, but like at the same time it's like it's an easy solution, but you just need to take a little bit care of that because could be like just a touch too easy basically, because since it's easy you're tempted to use them, but like it's not doing the best finish. It's not looking bad, but it's not looking the greatest too, so yeah. All right, let's thread that on it. There we go. Oh shit, I forgot. That's why it was not going to its place, because I forgot to release that. There we go. We doing? Sorry, I missed. Basically, we're still working on the fuel lines. I'm doing the return lines right now, so I'm gonna be using those hangers here, so they can hang. Like I can put two fuel lines in there, and so one's gonna be the feed, while the other one's gonna be the return. We're working on the return line, so the fuel that's gonna have been through the entire system but will not get consumed by the engine just yet. So when idling stuff happens and stuff like that, your engine's not consuming as much fuel, so basically that fuel's gonna go back to the fuel tank through the return lines, and that's what we're doing right now. So that return lines is like is gonna be basically filled by the fuel pressure regulator that we just linked a little earlier, and now yeah, we're trying to put that back to, like through the entire car underneath, so that's why the car is back in the air, dual side. And there we go, so that's where we are at technically. So I'm gonna go from there and I'm gonna bring the right drill bit for that thing here with the drill itself. We're gonna tap a hole in the floor pan. Ouch, that hurt. So I already have two hangers right there. The idea was to just give me a rough idea of where I want it to be. I'm gonna try to put it there with a little bit of a space there. So we're just gonna drill a hole right here. This way it's just going to help and bring that up there. There, I wanted to do that. I wanted to do this. So, but maybe I want to do it this way instead. Yeah. that one's gonna be easy to go through. So yeah, I have pretty much my idea of where it's gonna be hanging. So there we go, we're gonna drill right in that corner here. Right there. We're gonna get there. Why are you sleeping on that? Sir. There we go. Let me just test that. Yeah, boy. So we're gonna try to clean that a little bit. Ow. Bit of slipping in the chuck, so it sets to a torque setting. Yeah, that's what's going on, and yes, it is set, because otherwise it's twisting in my hand. Because those drill bits are really sharp and really grabbing hard on material, so I don't have the choice, otherwise it's just like destroying my wrist, and that's not cool. Gonna take to clean that, could use the air tool just to quickly clean up these, and we're gonna go through that in from the inside of the car basically. But before that, let me check if I still have something like a pad for those. I'm not sure I do. Shit, should have bought some. I was at the hardware shop this morning. I do have a little thing there. Well, it's not really what I want to use. That one could do, I guess. I wanted to use another type of pad, but I don't have the choice, so let's go. There. Ugh. So what I'm gonna do, just use that to clean. Just to make sure we are not on some material for no reason. And can I get access to that hole from here? Oh, it's far. All right, I'm gonna need my little ladder for the air. If I want to get in the car. That's the funny part of working on two different levels there. There we go. And now let's take our thing and we're gonna punch it from the inside of the car to make it easy to get a spacer action on the other side. There we go. So it's gonna sit flat inside the car, and I'm gonna be able to drill from underneath the car, and the fact that it's sticking out by probably close to a centimeter is going to be the spacing we need. Look at this. If that's not beautiful, you have a really good view on it. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna need a good Allen key for that one, which is already out. It's there. Hopla. So from here, the idea is, let's remove those. This. This. This and that. So that's gonna stick out a little bit without being too intense. And it's gonna keep our fuel lines out of the way. How easy is that? There we go. And so with that being done, I can throw these on the other side there. Now I'm gonna be able to use one probably right around here. Yep, to keep it out of the way, somewhere there. And just loosen up that one so it can twist and allow it to run there. There we go. Now I can see that going right to the top there. That's good. And that one here is gonna allow us to probably use a self-tap thingy or something like that, because that one could go right there pretty much. Or maybe we're gonna use the same procedure there. I'm not sure yet. Because that will be a good one. Also, should I be putting the feed line close to the frame rail? That's a good question. They make riv nuts like that, that sit flush. Yeah, they are supposed, chef, but on the other side it is flush. I did that on purpose to put it, because like basically they are supposed to sit flush on one side, but if you want some threads, one side needs to stick out. So usually it's in the inside of the panel you're doing that, and that you're letting it stick out. But this one, I did that on purpose to basically create, like that way it's creating a spacer. So it's just pushing my line a few millimeters away from my floor pan. So it's not going to vibrate against that. And it's still like super stiff. So shouldn't be a big problem. And I'm thinking about kind of doing the same thing here, so that we just leave a little 5 millimeter or so of clearance. Yeah, basically you can thread in there either way, so it's no big deal. Yeah, they are so useful for real, because we use the same exact thing to mount our fuel pressure regulator, and those ones are sitting flush in the firewall. That one here, I'm really questioning myself, because yeah, I think I'm gonna do pretty much the same thing, because this way my floor pan inside is staying flush, and that's what's cool about that. Like I don't have to worry about like carpet and stuff this way. So I can be putting one right here or there before like all this shit. like right here, and it wouldn't be a big matter. Up to about here. Could I go through that? Technically, I guess I could. Let's try it. I just found out. One of the most handy things ever. Yeah, I know, right? Like, oh, that is a thin layer of metal, but I would like to thread something through it. Why not use one of these things? Boom! We have thread now. As long as you have space behind, you're all good, pretty much. So I'm pretty much doing the exact opposite of what I was planning to do, by the way, guys. At first, I was planning to go with something that will be quite like high in the wall here, like in the transmission tunnel. And right now we're going the opposite way entirely by running that underneath here. But at the same time, it's just easy, accessible, and it's gonna be out of the actual exhaust system there. So, I mean, why not? Why you the fucking nut? That is going exactly where I would like it to be. Are we able to stuck one in there? That will be so good. No, I don't think we are going to be able to do that. But otherwise, the rest of it seems pretty good. That. I don't know if I went too low there and it's gonna be a problem for the exhaust system. We might have to reposition that one in the end, we'll see. Well, the exhaust system needs to go down there, so we're gonna be going through here and then lifting up. That part here is gonna be a little close, but if I'm bringing that quite far-ish, like so, it would be quite good. And like I said, if I'm putting the return line actually on this side, shouldn't be too bad. Again, I need to make sure it is doable, because right now I can see it will be a problem, so I need to make sure I'm going through that. Yep, that one's gonna be a bit of a big deal to go through all those shit. That one quite easy to go through. Plus with the double one, it's gonna be that one there. Just doing a little bump here, getting in there. That should do it, to be fair. My previous fuel line was way worse than that. Not gonna lie, it was not like even as close as being, cause now I'm about to sport it in a bunch of places. Previous one was far from that, I can tell you that already. And then I will just need one more hanger at the back there that probably going to be a solo hanger or something. And it would be good. Could be just that. Hanging there, getting through that. Or even that, and boom, sending it through here. Really hard to decide where to throw the hangers and stuff. I really think here we might have a winning spot there. All right, we trying that. It's like the stressful part where I'm gonna be drilling hole and I need to make sure those holes do not create problems. Like I will be tempted to do that and that. So that way, I just don't know if that's gonna be under too much tension or crushing against something that it shouldn't be crushing against. It's a hard situation. So we know that where it is. I'll be removing that for sure. I need to clear that part there for sure. All right, yeah, we won't have the choice but to do that. Maybe do it like here. All right, I think I'm gonna go with that one first. I think that's the easiest one to decide. Am I saying while changing my mind? That's better. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Nothing that cannot be repaired, nothing that I really want to repair, so. Right there. So let's try to make sure we are avoiding the actual line. What's up, Siphon? How you doing, sir? Spooky. There we go. I'm good. Was waiting till you stop drilling. Didn't want to make you fuck up or anything. That's appreciated. It's going pretty well. Like, we're not drilling a lot. We're just trying, like it's the second hole we're doing today. But it's always stressful to do that in the floor pan like that. I'm not feeling comfortable with those. All right, let's remove that. Trying to go on and push forward on the fuel system setup pretty much. And it is spooky. Let's throw that thing in there. It's intimidating to drill those holes thinking like, hey, maybe I will just fuck up, who knows? All right, let's get inside the car. Go. Now let's throw some threads in there. So you should see that appear right next to, oh yeah, you can see it. Let's go. Oh yeah, the bolts I use are perfect also. They are not going through those threads. They are just right. I'm doing way better siphon than I was last night. Damn, I was pissed last night for no reason. I was just mad at everything for no reason. And not like mad, but yeah. Oh, that bar? You see that big silver part? Yeah, that's true. You were not there that much last week, right? This is the transmission over there, connected to the engine. So that bar is the support at the rear. And right now what we're doing is going around with that, which is the fuel line. So we're trying to go all the way through from the front to the rear and to the back, or like the way you want to connect the fuel tank and fuel pump to the front to the engine. Because if you want the engine to go bang bang, you need some little fuel in there. Hey, Yana. Welcome anybody joining, by the way. Front cam. Front cam. That's the line for the jet fuel I'm gonna steal for you. Heck yeah, get that jet fuel. We're making 5,000 horsepower next week, baby. So right now what I'm gonna oh, that sounded bad. I saw it as D at the first letter, okay? I just realized. Twoink! Basically what we're gonna do is increase the size of the hole in there because I cannot throw a bolt through that. They are meant to be used with those small bolts. And we're going a bit bigger than that because we want to drill that through the floor. So usually they are just made to be used as basically line spacers. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they are supposed to just be used as bolt spacers, and I'm basically modifying those brackets to make them useful to bolt to the car itself, and so it's gonna allow us to just go ahead and basically mount our fuel line to the car. Ow, that was my hand. So just like that. Whew. Yeah, Frankie asked earlier, like, why the car was looking like that, and I was like, oh, you know, long story. Long story. I just need to make sure I have my hardware in here and do not destroy my pants. Dual side. So let's see if we did a great job. I should be able to throw that bolt through here, through that, but once we have clamped that around there and do that. Ooh, we're not in the right spot. Let's do that. It's gonna be just easier. Oi. Oh man, do not tell me I drilled that hole too far. It sounds so much like it. Oh no, it shouldn't be the case. I just gained what I was looking for. Fuck. Fuck. You know, it's pretty good there. It's pretty much spot on. There we go. Now it started to drill in. I'm really goofy today. There we go. So see, now the line has a bit of play, but basically cannot go really anywhere. In worst case, I can always put a tie wrap to make sure it's not having any plays here. But like right now, it really means we can like work with it pretty well. Yeah, I have a bunch of possibilities for tie wraps and stuff like that. So we should be good with something similar to that. And basically now we are missing about one right here. And we would be ready to mount that at the back. So are we going wild here or in between? Because that could do that over time. Bing, bing, bing. I think I still have plenty to add two of them there. One here and one here, so that we are sure that it is holding right there. I don't have enough bolts for that though. So let me check if I have some more or something similar. Oh, sorry, that was not super clear. Oh, it's already 4. Let's check. Dual side. Dual front. Dual front. I need to say the right thing if I want to switch it, right? These ones could do, but they are a bit too long. These ones, I don't think so. Just looking for anything that could bolt in there. Don't know if that one's long enough, because I think I have one more. Yeah, I have one more only, and I will need at least two, I would say. And if I want the same style, that will be cool to have another kit of these. Yeah, I don't think I have another kit of these. I don't want to run to the hardware shop, no! Let's check what we have here. Not these, not those. These ones were not long enough, that's what we said, right? Nope, absolutely not long enough. These ones are for sure. That one, not great. Barely any threads. So what are these? It's 30 mil is the pretty much the good thing. And when is closing the hardware shop? What's up, Mr. Pound? How are you doing, sir? Hardware shop. Oh, it's closing at 9. I could run there and get what we are missing there. That's interesting. That's me moving the cam really, really violently. But wait a sec, I want to show you stuff, guys, for those who are joining. Front cam. You won't need that for now. You want to see some awesomeness, because that's what's going on right now. That thing should be okay, just bringing the car down a touch. Mr. Pound, I still haven't heard your sound. Whenever you have chance. I mean, it's up to you. Wow. Sheesh. No way. Thank you so much, Chef, for that. That's the second gifted sub in just a few days. You amazing human being. Thank you so much. Mr. Pound's gonna be able to enjoy the stream with no ads, but also get 1.2 times the points, so he can get to another beautiful custom sound. We love that. Dual side. Look at this, baby. We got some plumbing done today. So basically, guys, those joining, what we did today so far, we removed the lifting plate there. I downloaded the Sounds on my home PC. Perfect. So just send it to me on Discord and I'm gonna make it work. So there we go. So basically we installed, it is bolted for the first time, by the way. So intake bolted just on the four corners for now. We still have the tape underneath because we still need to do some water plumbing down there. But we got our first setup for the fuel lines. So everything's bolted and plumbed to the actual fuel pressure regulator at the back here. We are now working on the return line setup, and then it's gonna be feed line. But for feed line, you guessed it, we are missing about 1 or 2 feet of AN line to make it happen. So we're gonna have to wait for that to come here, and it's gonna be on Saturday. But other than that, whop, whop, everything's getting in there. We should receive also in the next few days the injectors going in here. So yeah, everything's starting to look like an engine. So it is beautiful, honestly. I really, really love that. Can you even believe that it's gonna have that little purple touch with the wastegate and the blow-off valve? It's so, so good. I'm so happy on how that's turning. Like, wait a sec, I'm gonna bring them. What was that? I don't know, I don't wanna know. So that might be mounted somewhere around like here, maybe, question mark. We're gonna need the hood to determine, maybe there on the 90 degrees corner right here. So that might be right around here. So this is pretty much almost the same thing, just a little touch of difference. And that one should be somewhere down here, ready to send that back into the exhaust. So maybe mounted right around here. You cannot really see it there. Wait a sec. So yeah, so that tail wastegate might be mounted somewhere around here. Need to check for the water outlet of the water pump, but if anything but like something like this, that will be fantastic. So I have like my Y pipe here and just a little section connecting to that, and then from there it's going back straight at the rear of the turbo. So that will be fantastic. That will be really, really fantastic. So I'm even asking myself if I could be mounting that right there and just do a 90 degrees straight back into the downpipe at the rear of the turbo. I need to mount the turbo to see how that could be possible. But like, as long as it's somewhere here, I don't know if I could have my wastegate right there with the Y pipe going like in a really good angle in it, because technically that will be one of the best setup. And so I could have that like this and have the blow-off valve in a similar position on the other side there. I love when it's symmetric and all. So yeah, that could be an idea there, because that's gonna get hot. So I just need to make sure I'm gonna be far enough from anything that can melt, but anything like here could do the job. Having that looking up will be just mental. We're gonna have to figure that out, because if the turbo housing is there and the return, like the exit for the exhaust system is here, going around there and going down, that will just be a W basically. Let's go, that's gonna be insane. All right. I'm sad you just got here, Mr. Pound, but I'm gonna have to leave because I have a class tonight. Kiddos are waiting for me, you know? It's fun. We're getting close to the end of the session, and so they are like working so hard on their stuff. It's really fun to watch. Like, I love to see where that's going right now in class. It's so cool. Front cam. So guys, I think it's gonna be that for tonight, for today, for that little Monday. So a little 3 hours, at least I was live, because yeah, those who were not there at the beginning, I was telling how my weekend was a bit intense, and that I almost didn't come online, and like I almost stayed right at my desk just like that. But then I was like, you know, man, in 3 weeks you're starting your new job. You need to work on that freaking car. So, and we got plenty done. It was worth it. Hey, it's all good, Siphon. You know what? I'm gonna be there tomorrow. So, hey, you can just jump in earlier tomorrow because I should be live earlier too. So on this, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Oh, are we raiding someone? Let's raid someone. I know exactly who we're gonna raid because I know she's online right now. I just saw that. Let me check. Where's me? Little web browser there. Yeah, no worries, Siphon. It's all good. It's all good. How's work going this week? Hope it's fantastic. Oh, let me check. Is she still alive? Yes, she is. Oh, and she's playing something different. Arma Reforger, I love it. You might recognize that. Sounds good. All right, I'm gonna send us over to Holly because she's amazing. We appreciate her. So that way, it's just going to be fun and cheers for her. So make sure you tell her how amazing she is, okay, guys? And on that, I'm gonna catch you tomorrow for more action. Fuel system, brake system is what we're aiming for early this week. Then front sway bar, and from there we're gonna be in a really good shape for exhaust work and turbo systems. So that's what we're looking for. I'll catch you tomorrow. I love you. Have a nice one. Bye.